Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 21 of my Barcelona FIFA 16 career mode series. And you can see there that Neymar wants an increase on his wages, so we will give him that new contract. He wants 275k, which is fair enough. It's not really a concern with Barcelona with the money they have. Generally in career modes, I don't offer the contract right away, but when you have a big team and when you have big players and lots of money, you might as well do it. There's nothing to worry about, nothing to be concerned about, and we do have a big game here. Both legs of this quarter-final in the Champions League against PSG is going to be in this episode. Got a league game in between, but yeah, major focus is going to be winning this over two legs. But PSG later in the first half, not too much highlights in the first half, was pretty much a tight contest. He put it in, but Sergio Busquets, who's been very, very good this season, I could say he's been top three for us, maybe our third best player. Obviously, Messi has been really good. Suarez scored quite a few goals, and here he is once again. He's against David Luiz. That's a pairing, isn't it? Two ex-Premier League players, big characters in David Luiz and Luis Suarez, and David Luiz is the one to make the mistake there to give away the penalty, but can Leo Messi take advantage? Can we get a nice away goal here? This will be very important just before halftime as we take advantage, not just being in the lead, but an away goal could be very, very crucial. Very strong penalty from Messi. Goalkeeper didn't really look like saving it, and that's only his third goal in the Champions League. He scored a bit more in the league. Obviously, he plays more games in the league because there is more games in the league, but Ibrahimovic now, he could be on just after halftime. I knew I stuffed up there. Ibrahimovic, he's not going to miss that. Sure, we made a big signing in De Gea, but Ibrahimovic in the game simulation, say in that kind of situation, one-on-one, he is probably not going to miss many times. And unfortunately for us, you can see PK there. He's not too happy. He wasn't very happy, was he? Made a bit of a mistake sliding in, going for the ball. Kind of had to go for it, or yeah, that was the difference between that. If I got it, I would have got the ball. But unfortunately, and the attack would have been over. But unfortunately, I missed it. And Zlatan Ibrahimovic was able to score his 5th goal in the Champions League so far. So he still had that away goal. I was happy, but I did really want to have a lead going into the second leg, even though it's at home. So now it's Inaki Williams. Could he create something like he's done many times this season? He falls down, but then it falls to Suarez, and that's a second goal for us. And more importantly, we take the lead, but a second away goal. If we can take a 2-1 lead into the home leg with 2 away goals, surely we're in the best position. We're in pole position to advance to the semi-finals in the Champions League. But again, Suarez only 4 goals in the Champions League. Him and Messi, they haven't scored a huge amount. Like, they haven't smashed in goals. And you could say as a whole we haven't. We haven't smashed in goals. We've been really good defensively. Kind of a different Barcelona, like a mix of the Barcelona you come to see, but maybe my style of Barcelona adding to it, being strong defensively. Not obviously when you play against a good team. Like, that's like a one isolated thing, how they scored, pretty much. I just made a mistake and they were on. I made a challenge there. I was really trying to make sure they couldn't get a late cross in, because that, to me, Ibrahimovic in the box, that was going to be the way they're going to score. And Kurzawa, unfortunately, got on his left, and what I tried to prevent from happening was exactly what happened, unfortunately. Ibrahimovic, undefendable at times. Like, that's what I mean. Once they get that cross in and it's in the air, I was like repeatedly pressing the header button, but I had no chance because Ibrahimovic was too tall. Doesn't matter how many times you press it. That Ibrahimovic's heights and headering ability and jumping in the game, all of those attributes together, plus his physical ability in his height and strength, you're not going to beat him. Very low amount of times you would beat Ibrahimovic in that situation. So what we had to do there was defend the crossing opportunity. We did initially, but then they got another chance from the throw-in. So a bit disappointing to concede like that because we were in an amazing position. But still, we're in a decent position how it is now. Like 2 away goals, it's a draw. We just need a win at home, and pretty much we've got it. So Neymar does accept that new contract. Got a press conference. Important game against Real Sociedad. It's not like a huge focus, and they've been all right this season. Like 31 games in, we're getting towards the end of the season, aren't we? Yeah, like 7th. they're doing pretty well. You got to admit, unfortunately, remember from previous episode, Pogba had a red card. And also, this and my Leeds United career, I'm almost in the same time of the season. Even though my Leeds United one is in the second season, I'm basically about the same games left in the season, apart from, Leeds United, I'm not in the Champions League, so just the league to focus on. But when I finish both seasons, I'm going to take a little break. Not a huge break or anything. I'm going to do some Ultimate Team content. If you watch, I did an Ultimate Team video. I opened some packs. I've got some coins to play with. I want to do some nice squad builders, that kind of stuff. Just a break, just for you guys to have something fresh as well, something fresh to see. And to reflect what I'm actually playing. I always have a good balance in terms of how I play FIFA anyway, in terms of playing Ultimate Team and Career Mode. So hopefully that can be reflected on my channel from now on. But for now, we're going to get into this game against Real Sociedad. We've got an early opportunity. Sergio Roberto plays into the space when Neymar has it all. Surely we can create at least a shooting chance here. Sergio Roberto tried it. It fell to Paco Alcacer there, but unfortunately he missed, but he was offside anyway. So a bit disappointing. Again, not so many chances to this point in the game. Still 0-0 going into the second half. Real Sociedad have a throw in here. Martinez, he throws it into Carlos Vela, who goes back to Martinez, trying to create their opportunity. We need to defend this, or they are going to create a chance, as they do here. Canales, he's going to get that low cross in. Look at that dangerous low cross. Bruma played its way through, and it eventually found its way into the back of the net, and they opened the scoring in this game. 1-0 fairly early in the second half. Disappointed, but that cross there, those low crosses are very hard to defend in FIFA, and they normally find the target. So, their big striker in front of goals, 13 this season. So he's smashing some in, and a big reason to why they're in a good position so far. They want to win as well, and they score another 75th minute, and we don't look very likely. Now, obviously, hard to recover from that PSG game. We were playing players that weren't fit enough. Well, not 100% fit anyway, so obviously that affect fitness levels going into this game. Not to use that as an excuse. I'm not using it as an excuse. It's just the facts of the game. Jonathan scores his second, and 90th minute now. We couldn't really score another. Was really disappointed, but I could feel that in my players. Like, I couldn't physically create anything with my players. They were losing like the one-on-one battles, basically, because lower fitness was a bit unfortunate. Though we had a late opportunity. Lionel Messi comes on, finishes. Just simple. We need more of that. More players doing what Messi does. Unfortunately, there's not many players that can actually do what he does, because he's the best player in the world. So it's clear why he can create those situations. That pass by Mathieu was nice and quick as well, so that helped him out. But Messi on the dribble, on the control, and then on the finish results in his 14th goal of the season. I always hate, though, when I need another goal scoring at this time, because it's all over. Because the opposition is going to pass it a few times, and it doesn't give you that extra chance to win the ball back, at least for one more opportunity. But if the time is over, the time is over. Again, not to use that as an excuse, because I should have scored, because we had 11 shots on target. I was going to show more highlights, but I thought to myself, I lost this game. No point wasting your time when we didn't end up winning it. But again, they only had 2 shots on target and got 2 goals from it. So make of that what you will. To me, I still dominated the game. I didn't play poorly. We just couldn't finish our chances. It could be the story of our season, to be honest. But yeah, I want to get into the next game against PSG, as that's the most important thing to focus on. It's still going to be hard to win the league, because I think Real Madrid, is it? Yeah, of course, Real Madrid. I think they're 4 points clear. I think it is. It's still possible if they lose a game, maybe lose a couple, draw a few. We'll just have to see. But I want to win the Champions League, because it's a real opportunity, considering the teams that are remaining, or that will be remaining anyway. See how they goes. But yeah, 4 points. That's really, but look, yeah, it's Real Madrid. Look how much goals they have. They've had a great season. They probably deserve to win the league, if I'm being honest. Just not being biased. How they've been dominant this season. We've been kind of the good defensive team this season, and Real Madrid's been the good attacking team. I wanted to add that balance to Barcelona. And I feel the more I build this squad, get players in that suit my style, while I still play a similar Barcelona style, I think the following seasons we'll play even better. We'll score more goals and still be good defensively. But into this second leg, it's Cavani who has an opportunity. De Gea comes out, and he grabs the ball, very importantly, to grab it there. Being be a bit shaky on those situations where he goes up a little bit since we've signed him. But now it's a countering opportunity, and that all started from David De Gea. But what a goal from Messi. Getting hyped up, celebrating to the camera and blowing a kiss to the fans watching today as we take the lead back now 3-2. A very good position to be in now. PSG would at least need a couple goals, but at least, yeah, we'll just have to see how the game pans out. Away goals, yeah, maybe could come into effect. Who knows? Extra time could be still a possibility. But for now, we've got the lead, and that's what I want to focus on. We are in a winning position. So hopefully we can hold on to that like we have done, about 60 minutes at least, and we still haven't conceded a goal. Really, really impressed with my defensive performance. And you don't see that. Obviously, you see when I concede a goal and you just think it's poor defending, but all the other time in the game where I don't concede. Yeah, and here we should be clearing that. The player actually attempted to. So I tried to clear it, but unfortunately, if you watch on the replay, he was actually moved away by the player on the ground. As you can see on the replay here, they took the shot. It was saved really well. Ibrahimovic was down, and then my player just completely stuffed up. I couldn't, he couldn't physically clear it because he was moved out of the way, out of the lane of the ball where the ball was. So, yeah, a bit disappointing, but Cavani scores, and it's 1-1. Right now, we would be going through on away goals, but that told me we need another goal because, like PSG could score and it would be all over. Sergio Busquets plays a great ball into Turan, who's just come on right this minute, and he scores. What a substitution. I'd like to think a lot of that will go down to my managerial skill, like doing a super sub, because if that was real life, yeah, the manager would be credited a lot by that, like making a sub and he scores in this situation. That is that's huge. Bring on the right player to do so. And that ball though, that ball was perfect for him, straight to his feet. He didn't really have to break stride as well, which is really important for that Arda Turan. Only his second goal in the Champions League so far this season, but it could prove to be a very crucial one at that. And into 90 minutes now, unless PSG score a late goal, which would actually send it into extra time. But we deal with that attack like we did for the most part of the game. Unfortunately, we conceded that goal. It was a bit disappointing one to concede. But I went on from that, scored a goal, made sure we win, and easy as that, really. It was a good game for us. We did have a few more chances, but it was a pretty close game. Arsenal, they actually ended up beating Juventus. And look at the teams remaining. That we're going to be playing Arsenal next, so that's going to be big. I'll just show you with the season and everything like that. We'll get the messages for the tournament prize money. That means the next round is drawn. We've also got the youth scout reports back, so we'll check out those. See if we get anyone decent. Not too amazing players, not too many amazing players, so we're going to be rejecting them all. In this one, anyone decent, the Brazilian one, unfortunately, there's not many, apart from the one Mangalan there, and we'll sign him up, so hopefully he'll be an alright player. And we'll see how other youth squad players, and I haven't really been focusing on that too much because I've been really invested in trying to do well in Champions League. Of course, doing my best in the league. It's not like I'm not trying or anything. I am trying my best, but yeah, we've got Arsenal, again, the away game. So hopefully we can beat them and we can actually get to the final of Champions League, and then we should go on to win it because we would face either Zenit or Manchester United. So I think we should be able to win there. What do you think my chances? But either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. Drop a like if you'd like to see more career mode videos as well. And I'll see you guys in the very next episode.